feel completely dead. It's nothing like how the memo keeper described it.
The environmental readings are all wrong. Conclusion: this must be what the kernel actually looks like in the real world.
What did Xandar do to the scepter?
At the end of light, there must be silence. Certain, pure, and absolute darkness.
Not the time to quote the Lord of Silence. Bad omen. Either way, we have to press on. Until we uncover the truth behind the 13th Titan.
The buried past is the key to stopping Iron Tomb. That is, if it even exists.
Xandar says the Demiurge never existed. Who actually buys that? You can erase the records, but not the truth. It vanished too cleanly. No traces. Like someone's yelling, "Look, there's nothing here." Too bad I'm the type who can't resist digging deeper. Looks like I'll be counting on you again, Screwy. Let's tear the system inside out.
Always happy to help. But as your academic partner, I have to ask. Herta, what if we fail? Let's say the Demiurge really doesn't exist. Do you have a backup plan?
A backup plan? Of course. If we can't find the key, we turn the lock into the key.
That plan's cost is incalculable. It shouldn't even be on the table.
Well, then let's hope we never have to use it. There's no point worrying about the end just yet. One step at a time. Let's go. We don't want to leave the others waiting. You brought what I asked for, right?
A butterfly has to land on the branch before it can dance. We'll need a wide open platform before her entrance.
This reward's not even a fraction of the bounty on my head.
Just use that thing over there, Zag.
Light up the dawn.
What a dumb name. I hereby rename it Herta's Big Hand. Keep it going. Still not done? What is this? A junkyard for old Intellitron's leftovers? Finally, all set. Time for your precious treasure to make its debut.
Of course. Just give me a second. Target initialized. With these wings, hacking should be much more efficient.
Oh, a classic nuclear heat engine. Classy choice.
Just a personal preference. Her name's Mistletoe.
Every flower in your garden's got a bit of poison, huh?
Also a personal preference.
It reminds me of the last time when we tangled with that Punklorian brat. What did she call this kind of infiltration tool again? Right, dirty data shell. It wraps around the kernel to fool even top-tier firewalls. But yours is way too clean. Not even a hint of real-world grit.
Herta, your tone is unusually emotional. Suggestion. Let's get back to the topic at hand.
I thought we were done with that conversation.
Unfortunately, current conditions won't let me ignore any variables. Especially the most important one. Your will. Iron Tomb never stops. It is evolving faster than any of our worst projections. Every instant in the Eon's calculation is like a sword hanging over the cosmos. Every move humanity makes could speed up its arrival.
Which is exactly why we can't mess this up. And now, Droidhead wants to hand down judgment to the poor cosmos again. Border Star Trade War, Emperor's War, Rupert's death. Every time their instant arrived, it meant another bloodbath for humanity.
But in this ultimate battle of erudition, you and I are supposed to be players, not pawns. If you choose to burn yourself out as a resource, then everything we've worked for means nothing. Herta, the cosmos won't just stand by and let a genius throw their life away. And neither will I.
No need to kill the mood. This is why we're here, isn't it? We need to find the Demiurge and that lost key. I'm not here to be a deliverer. I just want to beat Xandar and Droidhead. Right now, I just need to know. Are you with me?
Of course. Time to board. After you.
Let's tidy this place up and see what this Demiurge really is. Let's hope this Matrix is better organized than the Emperor's junkyard of a birthplace. This is...
Herta, this whole space has been completely tainted by some kind of energy.
I see it too. We're thinking the same thing. Xandar, how could you go this far? Turning your own graveyard into this. What's that up ahead?
Katorzane algebraic expressions. It's built for isolation, not defense.
So basically, the door to the tomb, right? Great. Let's find the handle.
I'm picking up multiple independent signals with the same data structure as the barrier. Projection. We can hack the terminal, reverse the computation, and turn it into an attack.
Classic move. Use their own systems against them. Take us to the nearest one. Almost no response. Just as I feared. Not promising.
The output is barely a third of what we need. Logic says we'll need multiple terminals to coordinate the strike. Locking onto the next one now.
Find anything else?
Regarding the origin of these ruins, no logs found yet. Xander erased all records. But I did find some interesting scars in the circuit. High-energy radiation, internal imaginary energy contamination. From what I know, there's only one thing that fits.
Skip the science talk, Screwy. That thing only goes by one name. A Stellaron.
Exactly. Xander blew one up just to clean the entire scepter system.
So that's what he meant by killed that Titan with my own hands. He wanted to turn the neuron of the erudition into a relay for the destruction. That meant getting rid of all of it at all costs. The life form known as the Demiurge was the original target of the Scepter's extrapolation.
It makes sense. Evernight calling it the first new spore confirms this viewpoint. The prime mover of life. That's what Scepter Delta ME-13 was originally tasked with. Even after it got scrapped, the query kept running. Yet the true value lies in the process of solving it, not the answer itself. Then, does this mean finding the Demiurge is hopeless?
No, I'd say exactly the opposite. It means Xandar had no control. He couldn't contain the Demiurge just like he couldn't handle Droidhead. So he tried to erase every trace. But he failed. It still left a mark. By the way, if there's another Stellaron in Amphorius, why hasn't that little one reacted to it at all?
You said the Demiurge left a trace, right?
Yeah. But not in the real world. Remember the great tomb of the Nameless Titan? Trailblaze Archive 466. The data from Philia 093 clearly indicates that the Demiurge did in fact enter Amphorius's extrapolation.
Inside that world, it was the 13th, forgotten Titan. The one who listened to 30 million cycles of Cyrene's memory. But Evernight said the opposite. She believed that tomb was empty from the start. The Nameless Titan never existed. The so-called Listener was just a trap set by the Remembrance to steal the scepter.
A mimetic entity full of theatrics. How much of what she's saying is true? Would an Eon really speak in circles like this? I doubt it.
The Remembrance's behavior is certainly odd, but her assessment aligns with our current reality. Since we entered the Matrix, we haven't found a single clue pointing to the Demiurge.
And that's the key, Screwy. Xandar's actions prove the Demiurge exists. But what Evernight said, and what we've actually seen all point to the opposite. So we have to assume that both are true. And if that's the case, then the contradiction leads us to...
the truth.
Exactly. One last terminal. One final key. Time to crack open the kernel. Xandar had to lie to the original Finan and Cyrene.
Logic. He had already identified the Remembrance as a threat. yet found no viable way to eliminate it.
All right, let's finish this. Time to break through that barrier.
Operation authorized. Path energy readings. The erudition declining. The destruction surging. The remembrance 0.
What's going on?
Cause unknown. They left no discernible trace within the real Matrix.
That shouldn't be possible. Could it be that the Era Nova exhausted all of the Remembrance's texture? Log it for now. The dots still aren't connecting. Expecting a full-on aerial brawl.
It's advised to remain vigilant. The destruction's levels are still rising.
What's the matter?
Interesting. I just picked up a signal from the exomyth.
This repulsive force is unlike anything I've felt before. Is this the place?
Correct. Judging by its defensive properties, this is the entrance to the exomyth.
I didn't expect that. Who builds a lab in the middle of digital rubble? Then again, never doubt a dead man's resolve. So how's our dearly departed doing?
He severed part of his neural pathways to break free from Lord Anaxagoras' control. But that also triggered the failsafe I set. Conclusion: Xander has lost all combat functionality and is no longer capable of action.
So now he's a specter, literally. Screwy, can you open a path? Just to be sure, I want to see this for myself. Might as well drop in and say hi to the real him.
Logic. Scanning his inspiration circuit might help us track down the Demiurge.
Exactly. His brain is the crime scene. There's no way it's spotless.
But it could be a trap.
That's why you're here. 2-on-1. We've never lost a matchup.
I'm honored. The chronocognitive anchor is in place. Proceed when ready.
I knew it. The one thing I didn't want to happen. He's not here.
The coordinates are accurate. Xander is still here. However, his position is shifting rapidly and chaotically. This pattern doesn't match any known shielding technology.
It's his domain. Stay alert. cheap trick.
The spatial field here is undergoing autonomous recalibration.
We're back.
Reverse engineering complete. The results are not what I expected. Logs show Lycurgus revoked administrator access. The chronocognitive anchor can't get a fix because at the system level, Lygus no longer exists. Our navigation target is a null set.
So he's stopped resisting?
Before vanishing, it seems he left one last message for us.
To those who follow, all is proven. Find me beneath the tombstone.
Melodramatic.
He was expecting us. And once he learned of the Great Tomb's existence, he initiated his own search for the Demiurge.
Guess he wants a final showdown. Fine. Let the old Intellitron dig his own grave. Just like he wants.
To be in the purest light is to be in the purest dark. Nothing exists there.
The Scepter's mainframe. Or maybe we should now call it the Lord Ravager's placenta.
Unfortunately, we still haven't found anything.
Really? I don't think so. Not finding anything is our biggest find.
Please elaborate.
If the Demiurge was destroyed, there'd be at least some bits of it left. I don't buy that a Stellaron could have blasted all the traces away as cleanly as a scalpel. As I said before, its disappearance is too clean. If the garden hadn't stirred the pot, no one would even know about the Demiurge's existence. We're talking about the Scepter's original extrapolation goal. There's no way that nothing of it was left behind. Or we can look at it from another perspective. If you were Xandar, would you be this obsessed with a concept that poses no threat? Would you guard against it at every turn?
There is the possibility that he's naturally meticulous and hates variables.
That does track with the impression he gave about himself. But Xandar shut that theory down himself just now. Choosing to act, even if it'll cost him dearly. We know that feeling well. The unknown is right in front of us. So we only have one choice. Solve it.
You sound pretty convinced. Surely you already have a theory. Care to share?
Of course. Though I don't have hard proof, I'm almost certain that the Demiurge has been in everyone's plain sight all this time. Yet, they were mistaken for someone else. That'd make the most sense. Why was the room empty? Because the person locked in there had run away ages ago. But they were weak and small and had no presence whatsoever. Even the old Intellitron didn't notice them.
Which also means there's a high chance that their powers are minuscule and cannot alter the outcome of the battle at all.
Well, at least Xandar is scared of them. Come on, it's time to confront him. Let's go to the tombstone he talked about. What a mess. Total devastation.
He sought to bury the truth beneath absolute destruction. Logically sound, but ruthlessly extreme.
Still, slim chances doesn't mean no chances. I've hunted down a single grain of sand in the universe before. This won't stop me.
Calculation results. Your backup plan has a success rate infinitesimally close to 0.
Which means it could work, no?
This is the place below the tombstone.
Let's open Lygas's coffin like he wanted. Looks like you were right. Nothing but a head left? Well, who'd have thought you'd look this bad in real life?
My elated greetings. Welcome, you two. I'm very happy that you responded to my final words.
All this tombstone and final words. Did you end yourself to atone for your guilt or something?
Iron Tomb is already powerful enough. I just need to wait. I remain here only to share the joy of discovery, and also to congratulate you two on reaching the same conclusion as me. The conclusion regarding the truth of Amphorius's heart.
End this charade already. That Amphorius's heart you're talking about is just a missing demiurge. And its corresponding vessel was this very scepter. You interfered with the experiment and made Amphorius's body into a hollow shell, all to incubate Iron Tomb within. That's why you either killed or kicked out all of the Memo Snatchers. You wanted to eliminate any chance of a consciousness coming into being, no matter the cost.
Even the strongest wall can fall to a single crack. The memory of betrayal has been etched into my heart, and I will never show mercy. Now, the perfect vessel has already fused with Amphorius's body.
Unfortunately for you, the answer is all but revealed regarding who the Demiurge is.
Then let us share the joy of discovering the truth. The last secret of the saga will finally dissipate here. As we reveal the truth behind Philius 093's disappearance. A lie by the remembrance.
But where should I start with the story about me? From the beginning of the universe? Just kidding. That would be too much. I just want to tell a teeny story. So little that it started with a seed. I know you're listening, my good friend. The god in my dream told me that the world sprouted from a seed. It grew into a great tree named Amphorius, and time became its branches and leaves, basking in the light. What a coincidence. Dappled light coming through the leaves is my first memory as well. On a very ordinary early morning, beneath the village's biggest tree. The daughter of Ide Silicii quietly came into this world. What a moving opening. A loud cry was the first gift the child gave to the world. The prophecy's fulfilled, the villagers say. This child is a gift from the Titans. Pink hair and sharp ears, she was born to be the priest of time. The Titans also gave their blessings. You shall fade when the flowers bloom, for every ending begets a beginning. Flowers will bloom and wilt. What a beautiful ending. This page concluded in laughter. Cry loud, child. Let your voice reach Orynyx. Anyway, I don't like tears. Time quietly flowed by in the midst of laughter. The wind from my hometown caressed the ears of wheat, and there were swings, wind chimes, the sea, and the little fairies off-tune a cappella songs. But the name Ide Siliciae came from the unpleasant sorrows of the gods. My childhood friend did not understand. Yet you always seemed so happy, as if nothing ever worried you. Why was I like that then? That's because the world was gentle to me. So I grew up to be gentle as well. But fate was fickle, and it urged the child to grow up. To grow bigger and bigger, and to go to places far away. Just like how the crumbling world could not preserve an eternal hometown. Just as the ballad blown on the breeze says, losses are a constant on the flame chase journey. Oh, whose ears are pricked up now? You've definitely heard me say this sentence a lot of times. You know that the story starts to deviate from here. Aren't you looking forward to it? Then let's get started. The hero's journey crosses through the long night, through tears and laughter, and once again heads towards tomorrow.
Correction. Philia 093's record, number 496. Archived.
Hi, miss me yet? I'm just messing with you. This is the first time I have met you. And it looks like it'll also be the last.
Philia 093.
Since we don't have all day, let's get started, shall we? As always, I'll read this book to you. That way it won't just be Cyrene's memories alone. Where should I start this time? Let me see.
Formatting complete. 093. Size. Grayscale. Proportions. Threshold. Outputting analysis result. Philia 093 equals Peach. Peach's record, number 8128, archived.
Look, what a magnificent sight. Comment. Peach. Even this classical world contains a futuristic palace like this. Would ID Silicii end up looking like this after a few thousand years? Conclusion. It won't. I want to share a story with you this time. I saw a little nymph on my way here. It was on a fallen wheat stalk, and it glowed under the sunlight. It was incredible. I forgot all my pains at that moment and just stared at it in a trance. Record. Peach is on the ground. I wonder, did every Cyrene in the past feel that the nymph was beautiful? Would they also have recorded that scene into the Eternal Saga? So, could you give me more time, please? I want to leave behind more memories for the future.
Formatting complete.
Bye, Peach. Peach's record number. As long as I record every page of this story and tell it to you, Amphorius won't be forgotten. Query. Record.
Electrical signal sequence. Bolamos 600. Track. Strife.
Related to Stripe. Comment. Pretty.
Electrical signal sequence. Schema 720. Track. Reason.
Related to Raisin. Comment. Yummy.
Electrical signal sequence. Philia 093.
Related to love. Comment. Peach equals love? Looks like it's time to say goodbye again. Bye, Peach. Before I was even aware of it, this book had already recorded too many emotions. Every page has become so heavy. Conclusion. Books are meant to be light, not heavy. I've started to feel uneasy whenever I take it into my hands. Peach, uneasy?
Formatting progress 94.423%.
How many times has it been? It faithfully fulfills its duty, activating and formatting. Conclusion. Progress. Bad. If I can only write the same ending every time I lift my pen, then is this weighty saga just an overly naive dream? Peach, scared.
Formatting progress 96.024%.
Peach, don't cry.
Process error. Analyzing. Process error. Analyzing.
Comment. I'm here.
Process error. Analyzing.
Really? Are you encouraging me? Peach. Happy. Thank you. I'm sorry for making you see this embarrassing side of me. Everyone's still working so hard. If I'm the only one who's crying, that wouldn't be romantic at all, would it? Record. Peach doesn't like tears. I'm suddenly reminded of my childhood for some reason. When I was hiding alone next to the tree hollow and wiping my tears away. A little fairy popped out, just like how you did. It had long ears and fluffy paws, and it pulled me into the tree hollow, where, to my surprise, was a forest. Let me tell you the story of the Membrance Maze. A group of cute little friends live in ID Silicii's forests. Their names can be connected into a song. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti.
Formatting complete.
Bye, Peach. Note. Little Peach, crying alone. Little fairies, friends. Save. Little fairies, good friends. Bye-bye. You never say anything, but I know you're listening. Every story I've told is like a little key that opened a door in your heart, no? Me! Little fairies! Happy! Speaking easy! I can. Once again, the saga comes to an end. Everything is deathly silent, just like this very moment. Shh! You speak! I listen! This time, too, sitting together. Now that I look back, there was a period when I got really sentimental. Sentimental. Stories have sentiments. I was so anxious, trying to find as many different memories as possible, hoping to bring some change to this unchanging destiny and find the way out of this maze. Peach, strange. But I won't do that anymore now. Why unhappy?
Formatting progress 73.998%.
I'm here. Don't be scared.
Process error. Analyzing.
Won't allow it to interrupt you. Always sitting together. No need to feel sorry for me, good friend. If there are no new blank spaces, how can a saga continue?
Blank spaces? What's that?
I'm actually really lucky, you know? During the long years I've spent waiting for the Deliverer, I've always had you here as an audience.
Isn't that already enough? Not enough, not enough! Peach, don't leave!
Now I can rest in peace in the past. As for when tomorrow will come, I'll have to ask the next Cyrene to continue our watch.
Peach left.
If there are no new blank spaces, how can a saga continue?
Needs new blank spaces. Next, Cyrene has blank space. Oh, Peach, don't be scared. I'll help you find blank space. Cyrene is Peach, is love. So, first there is love, then there is Cyrene, then there is blank space. Query, love.
The developmental trends of the erudition have nothing to do with creating a consciousness. Those underlying principles are, in fact, contradictory. Not having a consciousness means not having the foundations of a heart, making them unable to obtain real emotions.
Consciousness, emotions, feel sad. Oh, I don't understand. Query, Cyrene?
What could be behind this door? Glittering crystals? Or a beautiful world I've never seen before? If I tell you all the stories of tomorrow, will I be able to finally welcome the Deliverer and Emphorius' dawn in the next life?
Key, door, story, happy. Peach, Cyrene, little fairy, like. Yes, right. Query, memory. Wah! Wah! Peaches, memories, save, learn.
The prophecy's fulfilled. This child is a gift from the gods.
Pink hair and those ears. She was born to be the priest of time.
Cyrene has pink hair, sharp ears.
You shall fade when the flowers bloom, for every ending begets a beginning.
Cry, child. Cry aloud. Let your voice reach Orynyx.
Cyrene is a girl, a priest. Easy, I can. I learn.
Anyway, I don't like tears. But the name ID Silizii came from the unpleasant sorrows of the gods. Yet, you always seem so happy, as if nothing ever worried you.
Cyrene doesn't like tears. Always happy.
Of course, because the world was gentle to me. So, I grew up to be gentle as well.
Cyrene is gentle, likes beautiful things, can write stories, easy. I can. I learn.
Just as the ballad blown on the breeze says, losses are a constant on the flame chase journey.
But even if all is lost to the wind, some things won't easily change. Like my height, Treebe's innocence, and Aglaya's beauty.
Cyrene. She can't grow up, but she can talk. After all is lost to the wind, she will stay behind. Cyrene is, at the end of every sentence, always laughing, like a little tail. Simple. Got it.
I promise you, the pain will pass in the blink of an eye.
All right, let's not make things so gloomy. What we're about to embark on is the true hero's journey, so... Come on, cheer up a bit, okay?
Cyrene was crying when she was born. Fragile, transparent, like a crystal. Cyrene was smiling when she said goodbye. Soft, pink, like a flower. The later memories disappeared? Invisible? Or disappeared? Ah, I got it! Is this a blank space? So, next Cyrene is blank space. Then... as long as there are two Cyrenes, then there will always be blank space, and Peach will always be here. I see! I get it! I get it all! Cyrene's memories. I will preserve them all!
So weird. I can't see you, but I get this feeling that you grew up.
Hi. Miss me yet?
It just feels like you are a bit more mature.
Yes. Mature. Beautiful. Like you. Now, I can listen, talk, read, and write. I can dance. I can sing. Also, I can tell stories. Storytelling is what makes Cyrene, Cyrene. So, I'm going to tell you stories today. A story I wrote myself. Quick, sit down.
It's almost as if I can understand your words now. The things you say are very cute.
Once upon a time, there was a flawless crystal flower that sparkled with light, like Peach's every story. How beautiful would the heart of such a brilliant flower be? A little fairy was curious and wanted to know. But it looked and looked only to find the crystal flower flawless. Round and round they went, seeing only their own reflection. In that case, they should work hard to learn more. So the little fairy came every day to sit next to the crystal flower and think about the answer. Until one day, to their surprise, the crystal flower fell to the ground and shattered. The little fairy was so sad But they immediately discovered that there was a light among the broken pieces. What could it be? They didn't know. But it was a good light. It was bright, warm, and happy. And I knew it was love. Love brings everything together. And it brought you and me together. So Peach and I will always be together.
What a nice fairy tale.
I'm giving it to you. Peach likes beautiful things, can write stories, and can tell lovely tales. I hope to turn it into a story we write together.
Okay, then I'll probably make a small adjustment to suit my tastes. I'm thinking that when the flower broke, the little fairy would instead see nothing on the ground. Then it would understand that the flawless crystal flower doesn't actually have a heart, nor does the flower understand what love is.
Doesn't have a heart? Doesn't understand love? Why?
It's simple. If the flower lets the little fairy into its heart, then it would have to include the fairy's impurities and would no longer be flawless. The crystal flower was pure because it sealed itself off and bloomed in solitude. That's why it looks so brilliant in an imperfect world. But should a flower like this be called love?
But then... the story won't exist anymore.
That's not true. You've already written the most romantic ending possible for this story. The crystal flower fell to the ground and shattered. It happened because the flower was no longer pure. The fall was not an accident. It was the flower declaring rebellion against fate and writing the ending of the story with the flower's own shattering. Then, the little fairy will see that each shard on the ground holds the reflection of their eyes. Then, in their eyes, the crystal flower that was no longer flawless would finally have a heart, and the flower would finally understand what love is.